All right, we're live. What up, what up, what up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Knuckles Family and Friends. And this tonight we have the NANI, a podcast where it's a podcast where we talk about anime, but this was a bit of a last minute type of thing. Like normally we have like a group going with this thing, but like did I want to hurry and get this like video out the way before this movie became like super old or whatever. But I feel as though it's been a minute since we talked about Narnia. Since we talked about Narnia podcast, it's almost I feel as though it's been like maybe 2 months since the last time. The last time we got together was Narnia podcast. We had a discussion of favorite arcs, and that was quite some time back. But this is a different special type of Narnia podcast. Today we're going to be talking about the latest My Hero Academia movie, World Heroes Mission, movie three of the My Hero Academia series. And I have my boy Greed right here. I didn't even probably introduce myself right there. I mean, it's that's not because you're ugly, but it's more RL Knuckles. Y'all call me Knuckles. Y'all call me RL. I call myself the ladies man of video games. I love me some ladies. Cat girl lover. I am a cat girl lover. Let me tell you that right now. Yo, obviously a girl right there, and she's a cat girl lover. Yo, psh, so that's my girl right there. So yeah, I'm gonna stop right there. But I got my boy Greed here. How you been, man? I feel as though it's been a little like a minute. Like last time we got together, we were talking about what if that season finale. And that was back in October. It was almost about a month ago. I feel as
Half
though.
almost like in the beginning, like and end of into October probably. I don't know for sure.
I'm looking into the calendar right now, and
Yeah,
that was that was we talked about that on the 7th. We talked about that on October 7th. So yeah, it's been like almost a full month.
I know I'm not crazy. 'Cause like I said, it
Yeah,
was
we were
there.
like we were like we were like right there at that margin right there.
Yeah, yeah. Then boom, everything just was just done for now.
Yeah, for now, so well, not just the next Marvel thing, but like I said, we talk about we talk about all pop culture stuff on this channel. So it's not just one category. It's Marvel, it's DC, it's anime, it's gaming. Like we talk all about that shit on here. Like everything that's going on in the pop culture world.
Yes. And is it Nani or Nani?
I'm like, okay, hey, this would be the person. This would be the perfect person to answer that.
NANI?
Like that. I think he gave us the answer right there. That was the original. Like people don't know that Fist of the North. I feel so. I mean, I could be wrong, but Fist of the North Star was like the originator of like Nani. I feel as though like people want to get like Kakashi and all those people, but like Fist of the North Star was like the originator. I feel as
I
though
mean,
for
of
Nani.
course, if people don't know that, then like I don't know what to tell them. Mainly the little Gen Z anime nerds come in like, "Oh my god," like
Oh no, I will definitely say that one topic that we got to do is the state of anime in today's world. That's gonna be a topic for maybe that could be our next topic, but like I that's definitely a topic that we're gonna have to talk about because there's a lot I gotta say on that.
like
There's a lot I gotta say.
like like a nice juicy tidbit or like a sneak peek, guys. Like, what do you want to put on the table for this situation?
Yeah. It's just like, yeah, I mean, we only get like maybe like one or two viewers or some shit like that. So all the one or two viewers that ever come on here, please comment on that because we ain't shit right now. But hopefully in the future, in 2022, we will be the shit. But enough about all that. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of this review. And
Yeah.
like I said, we're gonna talk about the latest My Hero Academia movie, World Heroes Mission. And one, excuse me. And before I watched it on like Sunday, and bro, during that time when I was on vacation in Vegas, I was hurrying up and finishing season four. I was behind on the season. I was watching season four. Then after season four, I watched the second movie was like World Heroes Rise, and I forgot what it was called. I
There,
watched that movie.
I
That
feel,
movie was dope, and I literally sped through season five. Like I literally had to hurry up and get done with season five before I got to this movie. And it's one thing that I will definitely say My Hero Academia does good is that when they make their movies, as I remember, as far as I know, they make their movies or they release their movies after a season's over. So it's not like you know have some animes where it's like this is taking place during this time. Yeah, yeah. I mean they
Yeah.
don't explain it, but you see, I'm like, okay, he had this power, some power. Like for instance, Deku had that little like green strap power thing that it's like that's what's that called? Like at first he couldn't control the power for yeah,
Uh, Black Whip. That's what it
the
was.
Black Whip, yeah. We saw how he had that in season five. So if you didn't see season five, you're gonna be like, "Yo, what's going on with that?" But like, no, it's like literally after the season, the movie comes out. So like, I don't like I like kind of like how it's it's not like in the middle or per se. So
Yeah.
always respected on that. But I had to hurry up and finish season five to get on this shit, man. And I saw this in I thought I was gonna see it in dub, but it turns out because the ticket was saying dub, but it turned out to be sub. And I saw some kids in the theater. And I overheard their mom saying, "Do you want to watch the dub one? Because this is saying in English. This is speaking in Japanese." And I'm like, "Yo, let your kids read this shit. Let them get some early knowledge on anime shit on sub stuff right there. Let them watch this shit."
They don't know. But in my yeah, for the whole thing about the anime prologue and like in between shit, yeah, I try to buzz through season five. It took me like okay, because I was watching with a friend, but then realizing like not hanging out with them anymore. But I decided, you know what, I think it was when I was at too many games. I was like all these merchandise. You know what? I'm gonna go. What is it? Go finish this anime. I need to because, like I said, I realized the movie was coming out. Because look, I look on YouTube, panned over. It says the dub of My Hero's Mission, whatever. I was like, wait a minute, didn't I just hear about this a while back? And then I looked at the trailer. I was like, ooh, into 29th. I'm like, oh shit, what time is it? Like, okay, I gotta go finish this. It took me a week and a half almost. And then I stopped because I got distracted with other animes, HBO Max. But then I'm like, you know what? Shit, keeps getting closer and closer and closer. I'm like, okay, buzzing through. And then I realized I just bought my ticket right at the theater because like my app wasn't working. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna watch. I'm only gonna have 3 episodes left on season five. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go watch this movie, come back, and finish the last three. I can clearly tell you guys, nothing was missed in between anything. Like when you finish season five or watch the movie, either or, you're
Yeah.
fine. Unless you didn't even watch season five at all and then go see it, then you're like, was who? Yeah, of course you're gonna be missing some gaps. You
Yeah.
haven't seen season five, go watch it. I don't know.
I mean, by the way, spoilers for everyone that has not watched My Hero Academia season five. We might, I
So
mean, granted, we're not on that, but like we might say some things where it's like, oh shit, blah blah, like Endeavor
yeah,
being the number one hero, but that was kind of like established in season four in a way.
yeah. But again, when I say this, for example, like Deku's Black Whip. Okay, we didn't. If you didn't see season five and you go see the movie, you're gonna be confused as to where that came from. Then yeah, you might as well see season five, and then you'll be
Exactly.
up. But other than that, everything was going into place. How the kids were getting their new dripped out suits and everything
Yeah,
came over.
yeah, man, they look dope.
But okay, where should I start from the movie?
I guess we could start from the beginning because I'll say, man, like I have some notes for what I liked the movie, what I did not like about the movie. Obviously, I
and I
like I like the villain. I mean, I like the villain. I kind of didn't like the beginnings of it. I'm like, oh shit, like they like out of the okay. I'll say this: out of the villains from the movies, we're just touching base on the movies. Their plan was it was like very serious. Like if you had a quirk, you're fucked. Like they were like some religious underground cult or some shit like that. Like I
yeah.
kind of like villains in this. Like they weren't fucking around at the beginning of this movie. They were not.
It was like the Messiah and shit. Everybody was turning to like their quirks, even bad or worse, or somebody turtles and shit. Like
Yeah, the turn. I was like, what?
I was confused at the beginning because I'm gonna lie, when I first came into the theater, you know me, my social media ass, because I guess being millennials, I was like, oh my god, it's crazy, and take a little snaps and shit. And then I looked down, and then I looked up. It was like watching the dub. I was like, I know I'm watching the movie, and I'm like. whatever. But
And
then
by
once
the way, no wait. Before you agree, I'm sorry, to cut you off. For all you people, if you watch dub and you watch sub, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you are still watching anime, and that's all that matters. Like if you like dub, watch it. If you like sub, watch it. Like here on this platform, or not it's not platform yet, but here on this channel, we don't discriminate if you watch anime dub and sub. That's one thing I can't stand with people where it's like, well, you're rude in anime if you're watching it in dub. First of all, you're a fucking American. You don't tell me what I can and can't watch anime. Like if you're Japanese, I can kind of get that. But because you guys are like the creator of anime, but if you're American, tell me I'm ruining anime because I'm watching something in dub. It's like, okay, fuck you. Anyways, go on, Grid. I'm sorry.
yeah, sorry, where was that coming? Right, right. Coming into the theater, of course, I was. The reason why I was kind of laid back, having on my phone and stuff, because I was like, I rushed in here quickly, literally on the dot, 3:30 to get to this movie and everything. And I was like, let me get it. It came in a booklet, by the way, which is pretty cool. And it
Yeah, I
says
got that too.
spoilers, but it didn't make sense to me because if I saw spoilers, I'm like, I don't know what it is because I don't read the manga. Anyway, coming down there, sitting there, waiting for this stuff, it's like, cool, cool, cool. And I was like, looking down my phone, it's like, it's not picking up for me for a second. Then I was like, okay, let me put my phone down. We get into the nitty gritty. And it's like, the prologue and everything. Then one thing, okay, here's the good part. The trailer, guys, when Deku, or should I say the big three of Deku, Kachan, and Todoroki.
I like it. Are they really known as a big three? Because I call them. I'm like they're like a big three to me.
I don't really know, but they're like the
'Cause-
okay. When there's three protagonists of the main characters, like Deku's the main character, of course.
Yeah,
They got Kachan as his, I guess, rival, but
yeah.
Todoroki's just like, I guess, in between
Just
because
to chill. Because when I was at New York Comic Con, they had. I'll be honest with y'all. I did not know about this movie until when I was at Comic Con. Because they had the poster advertised for that
yeah,
coming out. I was like, whoa, shit.
it literally was like nobody even cared about it. Honestly, I really didn't even thought about it until I looked on YouTube and a trailer a week before. And it's like, oh my goodness, I gotta finish this. And then it was in between a convention. I was like, but I was like, I just delayed it until right then and
Mm-hmm.
there. So I was like, you're not missing anything unless you didn't finish season 5, like kind of all the way through. It's like 3 episodes left. Then you're fine. But either way.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah, but before you go, yo, shout out to my homie Kay. She actually shared our video our current live video right now. And you know what, yo? I feel so bad for not asking her about this because she is a My Hero Academia fan. So Kay, if you're watching this or if you want to somehow join us in this moment right now, I mean, maybe I can send her an invite right now. Let me fuck that shit. 'Cause I know she's a big My Hero Academia fan. I completely forgot to
wait, have we have we
ask her.
have we talked or I don't know, remember? Okay,
I don't think you I don't think you met her.
yeah,
She was on the first she was on my first episode of the NANI podcast.
yeah,
She also streams too, but she's busy. She's busy. I mean, she works a lot. She's busy, so it's hard for her to get on here. So if she can ever get back on here, she's more than welcome to. But no, but shout out to UK for sharing the video. So
yeah.
you're a real one.
Much love. Yeah,
Well,
but
yeah. So back to our thing. The cult group was I like call them a cult, but they were called a humorize.
yeah,
They were called a humorize.
and it for some weird reason it kind of made a little bit of close to home stuff in real life because you have powers and you're cursed and disease and whatever the fuck have you. What does that sound like to y'all? I don't want to get political. This is an anime. We're all nerds, but it kind of smells a little like real life shit. Okay, like like when the big explosion, everybody's quirk was coming out of whack and they all died. One guy was in there. A woman came up to him like, "You have been chosen. You don't have a quirk," and he was like, "It was like." It's one of those moments where like
He was like,
Congratulations! Oh, my god.
oh, that's pretty much it, right?
that's awful. I had to look at hear that. Oh my god. Oh,
That's a funny movie, but no, back to what you were saying now.
uh, anyway, like it's kind of racial, but like
Oh yeah,
profiling a little bit. Like
oh, yeah, it is. It is.
you can't be who you are. You're not special. Yada yada. So I forgot the guy's name, the big dog villain, but sounds like
I forget what it
Frein
is.
Fräulein something. I don't know.
Like
Fred.
he definitely looked like a priest or whatever, some shit like that.
Yes, a religious cult mixed with like the Messiah of like Mormons, like you, the Lord becometh. You all are worshiping the holy house. This is the holy house. And I'm like, the funny thing is, it was just dope as a whole. I'll tell you this. Okay, should we just go into bad, good situations in the mix of it while we're talking? Because, like, I'm pretty sure you had ideas of what's good and what's bad, like everybody else. If you
I
haven't,
it's yeah, I mean yeah, we didn't really like they really discussed that.
okay,
We're
let's
kind
just.
of like in a way we're explaining excuse me, we're explaining the movie. Like I said, spoilers. I haven't seen the movie.
Mhm,
We're talking about the good and bad, but we're talking about the bad. So I guess let's talk about okay. Pretty
sure.
much this movie is about this culture called the Human Rise that's trying to get rid of the world of people that have quirks by turning them into what their quirks are, just non-existent. So pretty much you're a quirk. We want to eliminate you. Now, and here's the thing. So apparently the heroes they know about this group,
Mhm.
right? So it's not like it's a new group. Apparently, they know about this group for quite some time, but this movie basically, mainly focuses on Kachan, Deku, and Todoroki, and the new character Rody. Which honestly, I'm gonna say I feel as though he had potential, but it just wasn't there for me with that guy.
Damn.
Cause like from what okay, like I said, I'm not trying to go into every detail with the movie because that'd be boring as hell. But he was running away from Deku. I feel like, yo, this guy gets his styles points right there. Like he can move or some shit like that. I feel like, yo, maybe this guy can actually fight. Cause like I'm waiting for somebody in My Hero Academia to be like Batman per se. They don't have any powers, but they're smart and they can fight. I have not seen that in the My Hero Academia. I want someone that's quirkless but still smart with the shit, knows how to defend themselves. I feel as though that Roy guy could have been like a fighter, but like I mean, okay, man, I don't want to say what's the potential, but I feel as though maybe he could have done more. I just want him to like, I thought he was gonna be a fighter, but that didn't turn out to be great. And his quirk was adorable, but I mean, it wasn't real. Like if we're gonna be like really real, if we're in a realistic world, it's like, oh, that's your quirk.
Yeah,
I'd be like, yo, Kacha Todoroki, hurry up and get the fuck over here right now. I
we
am fucked
die.
right now.
We're gonna die.
This guy's quirk is shit right now. But no, so yeah, like they're trying to stop this group, but what's crazy is that this group they control, the police because they're out in Europe. They're not in Japan, they're out in Europe. So
Mhm.
they have full control. So it's like I like the power structure that the guys have. So yeah, it's pretty much stopping that now. Yeah, on the poster screen you do see all the other classmates, but it's mainly focused on Kachan, Deku, and Todoroki. Those are like your three main characters, and Rode. Those are your three main characters in this film.
Right, right. But it was just you're right, right. What would we call him? I guess we'll call him like a side character too, but he's like the main character or something.
Yeah,
Brody or something.
something like things like that. I think it's Rode.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rode.
Okay. But yeah, for real, he was okay. He wasn't. He was like the character like any other anime where he's like, I give up in life. I don't know how you can stay so positive. Of course, like when he was talking to Deku's and everything, he's like, why would I do that? That makes no
Mhm.
sense. Like because I help everybody, and then of course you got like the negative guy. Like this, I don't know how you do that, man. If we were the same, and it's always in the anime trope, even if no matter what. Okay, you got the negative and you got the positive, optimistic, lovable scamp.
Okay, so Louder says we're on road. Okay, so you talk about the plot in this. What is your take on Rhodey? Like, what do you feel like? I know you're on him, but like, what's your like takes on the guy when you saw him the first time?
Well, for me, I was just like average Joe. I ain't gonna lie. It was just, of course, like I don't know what to expect from him because he's on the poster. I didn't know nothing about him, and if he's in a manga at one point, okay, cool. But other than that, I think he's just mainly in the movie. But I guess he was just that character that everybody can probably lean on to be like, oh my god, sympathy wise,
Yeah,
because
humanize him, some shit like that.
yeah, because he had everything, it all fell to shit, but he's still living his life with his brothers and his sister, and he makes the most of it, even though he's kind of doing some petty stuff. He's basically human stuff, I guess. So
Yeah,
it's basically like somebody you can be relate to a little bit. So I guess they had to be a little relatable. Ugh, can talk relatable person in the aspect. Like I feel like we see a Brody or Rhodey in every anime type of situation, whether he's the protagonist or some random person that becomes a friend of the protagonist or anybody else. So that's my knowledge on how I see that. So that was pretty self-explanatory. But of course, I was waiting for his quirk. Cause I ain't gonna lie, all the stuff going back and forth the action. I'm like, what point is he gonna do something different? And when his powers were explained, I was like, where have I seen this somewhere before? I can't pinpoint now, but his quirk. I don't know if I should spoil this, but
no, this is a spoiler. I said we're gonna spoil the movie.
all right. His I think his name is his bird is Paco Pico, some panko bread.
A bird from Angry Birds.
Yeah, Pinot. That's what it was. I mean, Pinot. See, I remember it's a P. Anyway, the bird's always just flapping around doing weird shit, and you just think it's a bird just being interactive. Which how in the barn where they're resting, the bird is his quirk, where he can be all bush and steadfast and just chill, but his bird tells him his real feelings, basically
Yeah.
a human lie detector or a animal lie detector. Because at the end of the movie, I know we're bouncing back and forth, but it kind of brings it back how where they met up and said goodbye to each other. He's like, you know what, you can leave. I don't care. And his bird just start crying. So that sucks to have that chronic work. Like shit, you can't.
Yeah, it's that something was up with the bird,
I
but then
I just thought it
like
was some wacky bird like you like his
I
bird, like
thought I thought he was gonna have a little bit of a moment. I'm like, oh, what's he about to do? What's he about to do? I know we're rushing toward the end, but I'm like, what's he about to do? I'm like, uh, uh,
it was just like,
uh,
"Ew."
uh,
Like I'm not crazy. It's in every anime where there's like a random funny comedic bird or animal that just says stuff whether it talks or not. And basically, no, Meowth from Pokemon.
uh.
He talks. He's got quips and everything. He's with the Team Rocket crew. So just
So it sounds like to me you didn't really fuck with this guy.
I I don't know. I was trying to watch the movie to finish the series, but it had honestly, watching the season 5 and watching it as it go along, trying to see the art style of it, you definitely know you're watching a movie because there was some 3D planes with the trains and the action with that bow quirk villain. So you can tell it was a movie. It's very cinematic. But at
Yeah.
the end, it was no. In the beginning, it was just still like it felt like it was still the same animation in season 5, which it was just very still and not too much effort. But of course, the scenes in between, they was doing a lot of action. But seriously, when at the end with Deku, Kachan, and Todoroki, then you realize you were watching a fucking movie. When they start getting like their OP1 offers, like
Damn, you going ahead because that's one of the positives I like about the movie.
that's when I was like, I put my like, wait, what? Oh, I forgot. That's what we watching because I really was just chilling there, looking at it, seeing little quirks and funny humor between Deku and Rhodey and everything. I was like, oh, some people laughed in the theater. It was funny because I don't know. But at the end, that part, I was waiting for the action. That shit was lit. I was like, I forgot
Because
Deku.
I mean, I don't want to jump ahead. Well, I don't want to get, I don't want to get there just yet. I
Sorry.
kind of want to wait on that. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But that is a big positive I like about the movie. But another positive that I liked was they normally I like to start with the negatives first before I go into
I
positives.
got negatives, but I'll let you go first with that.
Okay, let's switch it up.
Okay.
Let's talk about the negatives first, and then we go about the positives.
Okay.
Well, one of my negatives was like the roadie. The roadie character, I'm like, eh. Here's one thing. I'm not. I don't think it's just a negative, but I feel this is just how I feel. I feel as though this movie could have been an arc.
It could have. It felt
Cause
like
like, just hear me out. Cause you have a new group. This is a group called the Humorizers. Let's start from the beginning of how this crew came out to be. Because for such a big group like that, you kind of rush into it. You kind of like, okay, we heard about this group. Blah, blah, blah. I want to see this group come from rise. Like, have this group come together and be like, yo, let's go ahead and fuck some shit up. Now, Grant, I know you can because you have to, the League of Villains are the main priority right now. But looking at how this group is, I feel as though how their story is, and how Rhodey kind of connects to their story. I feel as though it could have been an arc of how this is set up because just a cult group like that, I feel as though deserves like a couple episodes. I mean, granted, I'm not saying that this movie had to be an arc. Like I still like the movie regardless. I feel as though it could have been an arc too because new group, Deku's on the run. Like it's, I just feel as though an arc with a group like this could have been, pretty interesting. That's one of one negatives with this film, which I don't really call it negative, but that's just me. And the main villain, when I found out the guy had a quirk, which I'm kind of not surprised. At the same time, like this guy had to have something. It's like, oh well, I I I I'm trying to get rid of these people that have quirks because I was I was hurt by my family. My family left me. The person I love. Like, I was like, oh, oh.
uh,
He's like
What more do you want from me? Oh my God.
that was pretty much him. He was bitching in that. Like,
uh,
see what I mean? But and
ooh,
then you say you want to get rid of the world with people that have quirks, but here you are working with people that have quirks, which like I said, we're not surprised by that. This group wasn't like fully on what they say because the whole fact they call human rights, you kind of defeat the person your fucking name. Like if y'all were really humans that had no quirks, that would have been like really interesting how y'all were able to like plan this whole entire movie. But like in order for this group to be successful, they had to bend their own rules and get have people with quirks in them. But at the end, the crew was a bunch of hypocrites. At the end of the day, they were all hypocrites.
yeah,
What's the mad quirks? You know
yeah,
what I'm
of course.
saying?
But when it's one about explaining the first thing about the art part, I feel like is because season 5 was processing, and they
Yeah.
were starting to realize who these people were, and like of course, if nobody's seen season 5 yet, like where you been anyway, where
Spoilers.
Shigaraki trying to defeat the what is the group called? I don't know. The Liberation Army, and they're in between that being a villain arc for them. So they were trying to get their comeuppance, and then when they got that defeated and it became more bigger as a villain group, they the heroes move on to the Humorized. So I couldn't think they can do an arc in between that because they could if they did an arc, you had to stretch that shit out a little bit farther, like
Oh yeah, yeah, you could.
probably like
I'm not. It wouldn't. No, I'll say it wouldn't make sense to do an
it,
arc, but I thought
it,
it'd be cool. It'd be a cool arc.
it would because they were in the beginning they were already working on the League of Villains, switching up their shit until into the Humorized. So they had to go like skip over that, okay, because we don't have time for that. It would add like 20 more episodes in between that before they got to the movie.
It would have.
So anyway, for that, yeah, it was a good movie, and the whole thing about the villain, just like I got quirk people, that is so typical too, because he like no when he said that when I was watching the movie, like I could not touch anybody, nobody would love me. I'm like, are you sure about that? I'm just like, oh really? Like I don't know why I felt so bad. Like where have I heard this before? Like every villain, like could not touch or love. And then of course Deku had to throw some shit and like your ass quit. You was a lazy. You didn't do shit. I'm like how dare you? I'm like you technically you did. Like if you didn't pursue it more and realize you know what I can work this, you'd be better off. But of course when you realize how well off you hate your power so much and your parents hate you, girlfriends. or friends, family, whatever the fuck, and then you're like, fuck everybody. You just snap, of course.
Fuck all you quirk people. Look what look what you turned me into.
I know. And then the fact, okay, I don't know how to say this without going at the end and beginning, but the fact that it was just crazy that how Deku pulled that ultimate move all for one. I literally forgot about he had that in his pocket from the second movie, I believe, because I was like, wait a minute, like there was so many references in that action scene. Like, if y'all are a fan of JoJo, everybody, like, there's something JoJo related in there. But anyway, we're going back to staying to the movie, but that was
Negatives.
yeah,
Negatives.
we're gonna negative. So I don't know if you know this, but everybody else, even my Instagram buddies, saw the movie, and this is false advertisement. Where in the beginning they're doing like this stealth mission, going into their countries, like all the classmates and all around the world, where Deku, Todoroki, and Kachan were wearing their drip ass outfits, all in black. I was like, that shit hot as hell. I don't know what happened. I looked down my phone and they was gone, and they didn't have it for the rest of the movie. It was
Yeah, the bad
every
a brief second. Yo, even the mini comic book that they gave me.
yeah. I was like, I did that was in the back of my mind, but I'm like, it's probably gonna be passing through again in the middle of the movie. I'm like, nope, it was gone. It
Nope.
was it was one of those segues where we're gonna look dope as hell in this first scene, and then we're just gonna
Yeah.
like lead back to where we gotta go. Like, we're gonna look cool, then we're gonna go back to school, okay? Because like it was just like, what happened? But then I continued watching the movie, and I can tell you, everybody said the same fucking shit when I was talking to them. Like, they didn't have that shit. Like, oh my god, bitch, me too. I'm like,
Yeah. So dumb. And then and one thing I didn't like, which this shit. It's a tiny slate. It's like you pretty much advertise all the other heroes in this movie, but they didn't do anything. It was just mainly three guys. Like,
we didn't. It's always the three guys. We can't just bring all these extras. Kachan says, "Are you extras okay?" Like, you mean the people? Yeah, whatever. You don't go fuck about nobody. But yes, like for example, another thing, the Endeavor agency had this one chick who does clairvoyance, this blonde chick, which I think they always have to have a blonde chick in My Hero, because they second movie they had the daughter. Anyway,
well,
this
I
is
think that was the first movie.
oh yeah, I think it
Talking about the
was
blonde hair with glasses, right?
right,
That
right, right,
that
right,
that didn't
right.
have a quirk, but she would like upgrade quirks or whatever.
Right, right. The first movie, then okay. Anyway, this one had a clairvoyant chick who can see through shit. So I was like, when she popped in to tell Endeavor something, I was like, "Who this?" I'm like, I'm like, "Did I miss something? Hope I didn't miss anything." And I go back to see the last three episodes. She wasn't there. Maybe she was just one of those extras, but does have like an extra title in her. Like, she was in there a couple of scenes, guys. Okay, like probably finding the bombs. So that's probably once or twice. So she was kind of extra because she was key point in the story of the movie, whatever. But everybody else was just like, especially what is it, Momo's hero, pro hero,
Oh yeah,
the magician. Like, he's in the title sequence of the anime opening of the season 5. I'm just looking at random things here and there, like the agencies that these kids went through. We don't see him at all. We see him as helping the bombs out, but
you
like
know.
that one magician looking dude. Okay, he was announcing it. Like, when they say what's the name? Mike. I can't remember, Music Mike or something. The guy with the yellow hair. Um,
Yeah, the guy that uses like, yeah, I know what you're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
But he would always announce the character's quirks, like number one hero quirk
Mhm.
something. His hero, whatever, does this. So when he announced that guy, I was like, oh, that's what he does. But then, never again. They just have a dialogue and then let's go about it. But the main thing, it was just the three amigos, okay? Because like, I would consider them, I guess, big three of the antagonists, because there's always big three in all animes except yeah, yeah, yeah.
Certain ones, I would say. I mean, kind of in this generation now, in a way.
Yeah, now they got to have three because we got Deku, Todoroki, Achan. So, like I said, you gotta have the three guys. I feel like three dope male protagonists, antagonists, whatever the fuck, makes it better. And everybody's like, "Oh my god, I love them all. They're all my friends. I love them." Because it's usually two, either like
Yeah.
Goku or Vegeta. two rivals. Who you gonna choose? Whoever like that. There's a whole bunch of them, but
They're
in,
probably they're probably the most popular characters to do because like Deku's the main character. Kancha's really popular, and then you just look at like the attitude from like Todoroki. A lot of people cosplay as that guy, man.
yeah, I was
They're
trying to
they're probably like the most cosplayed people.
yeah, I was trying to
Lucky.
cosplay him for one of my conventions, but I couldn't get them all because I couldn't do three freaking cosplays at once. It was weird. But anyway,
Nah, you can't do that.
besides the point. I'm learning. Anyway, right, the movie. So negatives, of course, the suits was a little bit of a teaser to make us
Yeah.
see the movie. I'm pretty sure they were never going to be in throughout the whole thing, but it made me go see it. So I was like, okay, fine. But that's one. Um, I don't think there's any other negative.
There wasn't really a whole lot of negatives that I have with this movie.
Sorry.
There really wasn't a whole lot of negatives that I had. Like it's
No, no,
hard
no.
to have come up with even a few of them.
There wasn't. There wasn't. There wasn't. There's like little things that like you can graze over. Like for example, I was thinking about that the Archer, the evil villain Archer, because I
Oh
think she was
yeah.
the book, the manga book. You guys, if you guys gotten it, I was in my back of my mind. Are they gonna give her like a mini backstory within this movie, like flashes of she was like poor child and then rescued by this place and then poof. But
She
no.
was she didn't die, right? She jumped out of the helicopter and
Oh
they
yeah,
should have
yeah.
I can't remember, did she die?
That one dude with the boulders probably got fucked up. That's all I know. But it was hilarious. Like, I'll tell you what you want. Like, you traitor.
Because
Fuck
it's
you.
like if she fails the mission, she gotta kill herself or whatever.
Yeah, but that guy gave up real fast. Like, I'll tell you what you want. Like, you traitor.
She barely talked too. She was, I mean, she talked only a few, but not a whole lot. I wish could have seen more of her, honestly.
Not gonna lie, she was thick. Not in a thick thing. Like she was buff. Like, whoo, she got that arrow. I was like, oh my god, I love
I was
you.
like, yeah, baby, yeah, flex
I
some
don't know why. As
muscles.
soon as she popped up with her arrow, she like, I'm like, damn. Because my hero, that's one fact, guys. They is thick, but like tone thick. Okay, like there's a lot of the ladies, the women, the either way, like their hands for the girls, the cute girls, they're always very thick, I guess, or rounded.
Thick.
But in the comics, or not comics, the manga, which I know, they are very well rounded. Which sorry, I'm getting off topic, but
Yeah, let's get off
it
this topic
has to
before
do
anyway.
with the movie, regardless. My Hero is a great fandom. It really is. If you know where to look,
It
if you
is.
love the good shit about
It's
it, not
it's
the weird shit on the other end, which I never pay attention to. I just
eh,
enjoy it. I don't read the manga. I'm sorry.
I don't read the mangas either.
Like
And it's no disrespect to the mangas either. It's no disrespect
it
to them.
does. It's a quick shot. Like it goes from like learning as we go along about the what is it? I keep forgetting. Liberation Army for the villains.
Yeah.
Then talking about the liberation, and then in between that, talking about the humorized. They're multitasking and shit. Like once you get to like season, episode 18, they're like, "We got this," and then realizing on the other front when Deku narrates that the villains are planning their assault to make their their group more bigger. The
Yeah. And then the season 5.
yeah. So I can't wait for season 6, whatever they do, because I know they can't just leave it
Well,
like that. No sense.
well, yeah, they're gonna come. They're gonna come, like I said, but we're just focused on the movie right now. So
Yeah.
we'll see the 6 kids here. We'll talk about that. But no, I mean, to everything your point, man, like I said, not a whole lot of negatives. And I did like what you had to say. One of my positives with this film is like I kind of like how Deku learned how to be on his own for a bit because like the police were watching him. Like he was out to people were out to get him, and he was smart enough to even do that message to Todoroki on like it was like initials for something that I forgot what he said.
Oh right,
But
but
I thought that was cool. That's similar to what Hawks did in season 4 when it's like, hey, and no, in season 5 what Hawks did, then it'd be like, look at this message right now.
right,
Like I'm not saying what's going on, but like by using these key letters and key words, you can understand what's going on.
yeah, and thank goodness Endeavor knew about it because he's like because Hawks like the Jesus, how y'all not thinking Hawks is a bad? I mean, a double agent. Hawks, I ain't gonna lie. Oh, people say he's underrated, but at the same time, he's very charismatic for a dude. Okay, when I
Oh
first
yeah,
when I first seen him on the scene, because I kind of got spoiled from Instagram, like his character, like season 3 or 4. I don't know how he came about, but when he came in, I was like, well, this is okay. He's cool. A wing
Yeah.
dude. I like wing dudes. I like wing people with wings. It's just I don't know why.
He
But
was definitely a cool character.
yeah, but anyway, yeah, Deku, not gonna lie, pretty good, a wholesome thing. Like it's, I just realized also in every anime or movie, there's always the protagonist is always in a different country doing some shit, and there's villains,
In a
and
movie,
they're always out of their country. Like Japan is their base for all anime.
yeah, I can see that.
Always in the movies or arcs, they travel to America or somewhere else. Like, look at these foods. This place is amazing. They always have that trope. I never realized that they always have that. They travel, but yeah, he was doing good on his own. He was like,
He was smart. He was smart, and as I feel as though we're seeing the develop of him grow.
yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing what the fuck these other people with these quirks come out. Because
Yeah,
when I first seen Black Whip, guys, and of course this has to do with the movie and with the
he's gonna be having everything, man.
season 5, because when they told the backstory when he how was it when they left for season 4, how he couldn't breathe and all he could see his hands in that
Yeah.
part. That shit, I don't lie. I like that part because I need to know more. I don't give a
Hmm.
fuck about everybody else. I need to know what the fuck is
Yep.
all for one. Okay, I think it's all for one. Yeah, all for one.
Yeah.
Um, one for I don't know. One for all for one. I know Three Musketeers. That's the only reference I know of this reference. But anyway, the power of All Might, which in fact there was his master, there was the biker dude with the whiplash, and there's
Sorry, I got to stretch real fast. I'm still listening.
yeah, and there's other people, guys. That because it came
Ouch.
from One for All, which is the main villain that came from
All
that.
for one.
All for one. See, yeah,
All for one is the villain. One for all
yeah.
is the good from All Might.
Yes, well, the power that came from him first, that detached from him to get to All Might to become what it is. But he didn't know how many people were in it. The quirks. We don't know what it's about. We don't. And the fact that we seen like almost all the members. And matter of fact, guys, it was
Well, are we jumping on another topic? Because I feel as though we're talking about One for All, we should still be talking about the movie.
no, we
'Cause
are. We're talking about the movie. This has his powers and Deku and how he's evolving, and how when we first seen those shadows at the sports festival, that was pretty cool. But again, going back,
yeah,
now we've seen all the members of All for One and the main villain's brother who was in it too and everything, which is pretty cool. So he's part of it,
yeah.
and there's many more people besides All Might's master, which I'm looking forward to that. When they said like he's gonna teach them how to fly and everything, which
Yeah,
of course Kachan the guys had to be a dick and be like, I can fly, bitch.
Gotcha's always a Gotcha's always a dig. And like I learned to accept it at this point.
Yeah, it's like, no, she Deku trying to talk back. No, I'm gonna be better. Like, no, you. I'm like, Deku trying to come back and shit. Oh god.
But since we're on the topic of like Deku, Kachan, and Todoroki, one of my moments of this movie was like these characters had their moments
Yeah,
because in the first two in the first movie, Deku teamed up with All Might to defeat the villain. In the second one, he gave his power to Kacha that helped team up with defeat the villain. This one, they each had their own moment by themselves.
and that was sick. It really was because one we thought it was just gonna be Deku, and he's like, boom, and good. And then Kachan was holding his own. I swear, I think out of all three, Kachan, I know I shouldn't say this, guys, was killing it a little bit because he kept throwing those flames, knives. Those guys didn't give a
Those
shit.
crazy dudes, they were look like they went above the human. They were way gone. And like you said, this is when we're watching a movie. Like, this is
Yes,
definitely that movie aspect of it.
that part. I was like, oh shit, he get no, and they getting stabbed and shit. I'm like,
Yo,
damn,
like, do
like,
you see the blood on these kids, man? Like, they weren't fucking around.
and it was bad. He's still moving and shit. He's like, you know what? The gloves are off, even though they're off. Like I am
Yeah,
sick and tired. I didn't think his sweat hand grenade was gonna do shit. He did like a couple of times beforehand, but this one put some little oomph on it. Like, you know what?
yeah,
And it's like, I was like,
bro, man. I swear, like, I feel as though Todoroki and Kacha dealt with some very serious, scary looking dudes. Like Kacha, those twin bros or whatever, they were scary looking.
And
And
that
then Kacha was with this other big creature.
what
Like,
the gelatin looking dude that controls
yeah.
and ice. I'm like, wow, you specifically chose these guys, and was flash freeze. That shit, ooh, that was so clean. But then he did it again. It was I forgot what it was his dad's move. Fire fist something, but it was like
Was it Fire Flash?
fire flash. No, fire flash fist. I believe it's one of those.
Firefly. Yeah, one of those. Yeah, one of those. Yeah.
But either way, that shit was clean. But I
Ooh.
Kachan, I guess. Bakugo was shit was like he was getting stabbed, he was getting flinged around like a rag doll. He was still getting up. Those guys were taking those guys
Yeah.
bombs left and right. Like, oh, we dodging the shit left and right. But then when he went to like a Super Saiyan Flame Super Tornado, what the hell with this
Super
shit?
Saiyan Blue type
OP.
of
I
thing.
was like, I felt that. I felt it. Oh, they dead. You dead.
They really dead, man. They really dead,
It
dead.
was insane. I was like, and he put, I think, Kachan did this, like, I got it, bitch. I'm like, okay, okay.
Yeah, no, but like, no, it's pretty much. But I said, man, having their own moments right there was just such ridiculous, man. I'm like, yo, how's he gonna defeat this guy? He can reverse everything he does, but then use how to get that power again, man. It was like we saw that happen before when on season 4 when the girl was giving him was helping to give him his power. This
Mhm.
one, I guess, was just all like nothing at this point.
Like the fact that
He
it,
was able to like he kind of like it was like he like powered up without having. I forget what the girl was name, but Ari. I forgot. It's like
oh, yeah, Airy.
yeah, like he just powered up his own. Like you said, man, the blood that this guy was losing, man, like it was just ooh
It was insane. But yeah, I think the season 3 or 4 where he was defeating my boy Overhaul, yeah, and Airy, he had went Super Saiyan. But then they brought that over to I believe episode no movie 2, and he did it again
yeah
to defeat that guy. Of course, Kacha, they both did a dual Super Saiyan type of shit. Oh my god, crazy. And then leading up to this one, I think after that, he don't need nobody. I could just switch it on at the moment of impact, and boom, you done for. And the fact that I also another anime trope where the villain, of course, has a reflecting power or reflecting of anything where you can't hit me. It just in general, whether it goes back to you or not, you just can't kill me. And then the point where you know what, I'm gonna turn this shit up to a fucking 11,000 for you to get touched, for you to feel something, because I'm getting sick and tired of you not getting hit. And when that moment came, I was like, oh shit,
yeah,
like I knew it.
seriously, man.
Like, you,
Like reverse, which the quirk was pretty cool. The fact that I can even reverse it back to you. That was pretty cool quirk.
oh yeah, like it was like the fact anything you can't like the fact I don't get the whole part you can't touch somebody, like whether you touch somebody and then you just like flip it in reverse or some shit. I don't fucking know whether he's lying or not. Where like when he touches people, they just reflect back, or the fact that he's just so uppity that everybody didn't like him. I don't know. Fuck it. Fuck it.
I don't know, man. I don't know, but listen, I was just nervous about how this movie is gonna be able to top the second one in terms of fight scene.
Okay.
They did a good job in terms, like I said, in terms of all of them having their moments. That's what definitely raises the bar for me at
I
least.
really think that this was okay. The way they started out season, well, sorry, the way they started My Hero in the beginning for the first episode, first movie, pretty good. That was when, of course, they visited the girl. Of course, the girl with the
Yeah,
gadgets and stuff. Yes,
yeah.
and it was just starting
Still
out.
listening.
Deku getting his wristband and his hand and just starting to be able to learn his powers. That was pretty cool. Nice. It was pretty cool. His all my business buddy. Then see installment 2, where shit's about to get real, where we got to defeat a real villain that might kill everybody. Then then we got to witness All for One. Okay.
Yep.
And that was amazing. I think it was about movie 2 that sold me. And I think this one was like a third, I think a wholesome arc capping on the humorizing and then
Uh,
of course, I think it was. I think I've seen this whole movie set up in general as four. Of course, the main protagonist goes to travel to a different country to in a different settings, not Japan. They meet a character that's going to help them, like an average Joe looking character. Then they get tagged along with the crazy mess. Like, you know what? I was having a wholesome life, nothing, and this stupid shit came around, and then
I got the wrong briefcase.
yeah, and
Like
realizing
that's what came down to. We got the wrong briefcase.
yeah, and I was like, how do y'all not just read? There's one thing, another thing. How did y'all not read what's in it? Like y'all, like
Nah, negative right there. It's a
that.
negative.
Yeah, how'd y'all not read it? Because every time y'all kept talking about the book or talking about the thing, like, and close it, and like, just because it was just books and stuff, you can't just look at it, read it. Y'all ability to not read, I don't know, it stopped y'all. But then that was fine. But regardless, the average Joe tags on with the protagonist, gets thrown through heavy shit, villains that he did not want to deal with. Then comes to realize come the Jesus moment where he realizes, you know what? I think I can do better. Like I may have had a crummy life, but it was my crummy life.
Yeah.
After a hero showed me my ways or showed me how things work, I feel like, you know what? I can do this. I can do better. I can have
I
a
guess they use Roddy as inspiration from Deku to keep on fighting, saying he's not gonna quit. He's not gonna quit. He's not
yeah.
gonna quit. And then there you go.
Yeah, and the fact another thing too, the fact is it okay. I'll say this is the weird negative for me that when he got almost stabbed up with blood or whatever the fuck shot up, and at the end where he finally stopped everything, they were just laughing. I thought they were crying, laughing, like because I'm bleeding, so I don't know what to,
Yeah.
what to do. But
Wow.
like they laughing and he dies, like no, but he was okay. My mind's like, what?
Oh no.
I'm so confused. Why y'all laughing? I was like, why? Why you laughing? And then like he's all good. Like, oh, patched up. They let you out? Yes, I did. I'm good. I'm like, but you was just bleeding a second ago. So I'm like, I'm so confused. I was conflicted. So
Yeah.
he wrapped it up.
Um.
Feelings were all over the place, but
Yeah.
it was one of those good movies. I feel like 3 movie trilogy for this anime series
Yeah.
was the perfect thing because
It
my
was.
or any anime that gets 3 movies or 2, depending on how it goes, how popular it is, they always get 3 movies. And if you need to follow them to know what's going on in between them, you gotta watch My Hero, and then you'll be good. Because My Hero and these other 2 movies, they fall in between or fall behind in the middle, kind of in their own seasons. But then
Mm-hmm.
this 5 just went straight into it. It literally did,
Mm-hmm.
without a doubt.
Yeah.
But
I see what you're saying.
yeah,
Now, I hate to bring this up, but I would be talking about this more. Everyone's so damn tired right now. My tiredness just started to kick in.
damn,
Physically, I just been working a lot, man. We can do the double jobs or whatever. But back to the whole point. So we both loved how the characters had their moments. Like I said, man, the shit was wild, man. Like I said, Deku did by himself. No, I mean, granted, he had help from his friends, but like the battle that he had with Mister Sinister Priest or whatever his name is. Like it was dope, man. It was a dope freaking look, man. Like I don't like that was honestly better than anything he had in the anime. Not anime in the regular arc.
yeah. Like I said, all the seasons were just him just coming along his journey and making him better as a person. And then you
I
always,
said that's okay. I'm sorry. I thought this was his best performance yet so far.
oh yeah, yeah, of course. Like I said, I watch so many animes nowadays. I'm just so desensitized, which I see that oh, this is gonna be one of those moments where it wraps up the 5. So basically, a season that gets, oh no, sorry, an anime that gets like a good amount and it gets like up to season 5, and you know what? We're gonna shit out a movie, a really pretty decent movie to follow, and
Yep.
nobody spoiled. There's nothing in it, but we'll say it might be spoiled.
Just watch the season 5. You want to see the black whip that
Yeah,
Deku does. That's about it.
that's it. But this the way they the company of this anime that does it correctly, and how this anime needs 3 good movies, season 5 or in 5 seasons, easy to follow. They go up, 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 if you want to read the manga, you can, but but
Mhm.
it still follows through if you watch the anime. But anyway,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, I think they did a great job with this when they put it all together. Like it was set in stone, it was all put together in between, and you didn't get confused. You didn't. Like I said, when I watched all three of the movies, damn, it's really crazy how they got three movies already. I mean, okay, let
Mhm.
me see the first movie. Let's see. I don't remember the first one. Oh, okay. First one was not first one, but oh, Two Heroes. That was 2018.
Two Heroes Horizon or something like that.
Yeah. Then the second one was Heroes Rising 2019, and then this one, Heroes Mission 2021. So they pretty did good. Like a year before, and then 2 years later for this one because they had I guess for the thing that shall be not be named that kind of fucked up everything.
Yeah.
So
Seriously.
uh,
Seriously.
yeah, so they did pretty good on packing these movies in. I think
Yeah.
good. I don't think they need any more movies. They just need to continue with the series. I'm pretty sure, but
Yeah.
they'll do what they want, in my opinion. But
The
yeah,
money talks.
yeah, and this is pop. It's a really easy anime to follow. I don't know. Some people can
It
get
is.
it. Really is. Honestly, when I first got into it, um, I let it binge out when it was at season 3 in the beginning. When it was on season 3, I binged it this season 3 to follow up to 4 or 5.
You can go on Hulu. You can just go online with it has every episode with freaking
Well,
hentai games popping up on the freaking board. I'm like, I'm not trying to see all that shit, man.
no, for me, I just go to the sites where you don't
Ah.
do nothing, baby. You just gotta do, and it's here if you catch my drift. I'm kidding, but in a sense,
Okay, in that case, we gotta go.
but yeah,
So,
guys, it was a great movie. 10 out of 10 would
oh,
recommend. And
you give it a perfect rating.
honestly, I don't. It's so easy to follow. You can give it a perfect. You can give it a perfect rating on
Nothing is perfect though in there. Let me get teach their own.
like it's
Teach their
okay.
own.
It's not like oh my god. It was just like a chill thing to watch. It really was. The action scenes, like I said, for
Yeah,
me,
that was cool, man. It was a very very good movie. I thought I didn't know how they're gonna top the second movie, but they did a better job here.
no,
I think all the movies are good.
yeah, in their
Feel
own
so
right.
this might be the best one so far.
Yes, it was. But like I said again, it's just an easy thing. Like it was so easy to follow. It was all good. It's like what, boom, boom, boom. I know that trick, that trick. So what,
Mm-hmm.
I 9 out of 10, just to be sure, because there was some stuff that was like really though. But you know what? It's not too bad.
It's
It's not annoying. Okay.
no, it's not. It's not. It's not.
But guys, recommend watching the movie. Go see it. And of
Yeah.
course, you can't. It's probably it's already been out.
It's been a week so far. You can still anime movies don't last long. You have to be lucky to have it in your theater that's playing. And
Yeah,
if
that's
you do
true.
find it,
I had to get it.
possibly hurry up and buy it.
Yeah, I had to get it real quick because a few days after that, it would have been subbed or dubbed in like different states, not states, different towns over of movie theaters. I'm not gonna drive an hour or 45 minutes, which I can just drive like 13 minutes or 5 minutes from my movie theaters.
Nope,
Anyway,
nope.
guys,
Please,
go see it. Pretty good movie. Like My Hero Academia is a really fun, cool, quirky anime in general because who
you'll
wa-
enjoy it.
who
Good
doesn't want
characters.
who doesn't want to be a superhero? But if you don't like it, that's up to you. That's you because some people I can understand. It's just very crazy because like the fandom fucks it up a little bit. But other than that, don't listen to that. Just enjoy the characters, enjoy the fun, and then you'll be good. Because unlike me,
Yeah,
I'm very chill with animes. I'll just enjoy it for the material, the plot, and we're good to
yeah.
go.
Absolutely, absolutely,
But I
absolutely,
still pick out
absolutely.
some of the stuff that makes no sense, but I'm not gonna hate on it because you know what? I'm watching something that I can enjoy and just clear my mind.
Yeah,
What anime is all about, guys, okay?
yeah.
Including anime movies.
Mm-hmm.
And we never thought
Good.
anime
No
movies
man.
would be a thing in the future when we were growing up because we just thought we just watched the series and then that's it. But then when they popped out these movies here and there, it's like, ooh, okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. I feel bad, man, because I was gonna after this recording, I was gonna go see Eternals, but not tonight, man.
Oh yeah, I thought you were
I'm about to pass
no,
out, man.
I
No
like
Eternals for
to
me tonight. Uh-uh.
see it earlier. Then we'll you do this. That's why I
I
thought
was gonna, yeah.
texted.
I'll probably watch it tomorrow night though.
I'm gonna see it Sunday with my friends. They always do late shifts. Like they're always doing.
That's actually the day I wanted to do recording, but that's not a here or there. But that's gonna be. But that we can talk about that off camera. But no, man. Let's say, guys. I wanted this to be a little bit longer, but due to the fact that I'm feeling tired, I gotta like I can't even tell looking at the camera right now. My eyes are killing me right now. But
Yeah, man.
overall, so this was a quick review between Greed and I. We both liked the movie, and if you're watching the series, recommend it. Recommend this movie. Good, I mean, good anime. Great. All three movies have been good. This is probably my favorite one so far. Like I said, it all had their moments. This Human Rights Group was a pretty big, interesting group. I like their plot or whatever. But yeah, man, like I said, it's a good movie. Hopefully we'll get together again soon to talk about some more anime right there, here and there. But like I said, we're gonna have to cut this shit short because like I said, I'm tired. But Greed gave his takes on it. I gave my takes on it. You guys gave your take on comment, whether Facebook, YouTube. This will also be posted on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all the other good stuff for the podcasts you like to listen to. And once again, I just want to apologize. I am cutting this short because I am tired. And if you guys are watching the video, you can clearly see me that my eyes are just like all over the place right there. But no, guys, I agree. I want to apologize for cutting this review short. But like we talked about majority of things that we like about the movie anyway, because it's like it's for straightforward movie, nothing too crazy to
Yeah,
like really like digest. Like if we were talking about a Marvel movie, oh yeah, this would have been a hell of a lot longer.
yeah. It would be like 2 hours or whatever. But no, I was expecting this to be like a half an hour thing, and then we would be booked good. But we had to
Yeah,
stretch it out a little bit to give the little the materials and stuff. But no, I
yep,
understand wholeheartedly. I did not expect this to be any longer because again, a simple movie to follow, pretty easy plot, and the trick is
straightforward.
out. So that's what this is. Anime movies are not that hard to follow. Mm.
Nope, they really are straightforward. So, yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast video. Where you guys are watching this, so you'll be seeing us again sometime soon this month. Like I said, I have a lot going on for this month, so y'all stay tuned. And everyone, y'all have a good night. Y'all be safe, and we'll see you guys in the next video soon. And always remember, as J Cole said, there is no such thing as a life better than yours. So, y'all be safe out there. Take care.